Our correspondent Obaida Hito is in the Turkish province of Hatay near a Turkey-Syria border crossing. Obaida, how is this likely to affect the situation in Syria? What role did Soleimani play in Syria and the fight against Daesh?
Well, Qasem Soleimani first appeared in Syria and Qusayr on the Syria-Lebanon border, helping the Lebanese Hezbollah fight opposition fighters that had taken over that part of Syria. And Qasem Soleimani proceeded to establish what is known as the National Defense Forces. This is a group of paramilitary forces that was organized by Qasem Soleimani to mirror the Basij forces, that a paramilitary force that operates at the behest of Iran. Qasem Soleimani established this force, making it grow to over 100,000 paramilitary forces, according to some estimates. Those militia forces are thought to be the spearhead of Qasem Soleimani's efforts to fight opposition forces in Syria. Qasem Soleimani and the Iranian government say that they're there to protect Iranian interests and to fight terror groups like Al-Qaeda and Jabhat al-Nusra. But what we've seen is that on the ground, for example, in 2016, where the NDF and Qasem Soleimani were fighting against opposition forces, the opposition forces there were forced out of Aleppo, and this is one of the main victories that Qasem Soleimani achieved in Syria against anti-Assad opposition forces. Qasem Soleimani is also reported to have appeared in many other parts of Syria, including in Palmyra and in Deir ez-Zor, near the Abu Kamal al-Qa'im crossing on the Iraqi border. What's even more interesting is that Qasem Soleimani is thought to be the Khamenei's right-hand man and point man in Syria. When Bashar al-Assad, the Syrian president, visited Tehran in February of 2019, it was Qasem Soleimani that was sitting right next to him alongside Khamenei in Tehran. And that was a surprise visit that was made to Tehran. It's thought that it was arranged personally by Qasem Soleimani. Qasem Soleimani's role in Syria was very effective on the military front, but it is also thought that he had a very diplomatic way about doing things, and he was able to create connections across borders. He was very proud of the work that he did to connect Tehran all the way to Beirut in the Mediterranean Sea and to Damascus. And this is something that has been repeated by the Iranian leadership in reaction to his killing, saying that it was a huge loss. Even Khamenei himself said that it was a huge loss for Iran and that the response was going to be harsh against those who conducted these attacks against Soleimani. In Syria, I believe these attacks are going to galvanize these militias that are pro-Iran. These militias were directly answering to Soleimani, so they will be looking to Khamenei to place somebody in Soleimani's place so that they can continue their operations. And I believe that this is going to be something that has been already addressed. It's like lighting a match and throwing it into a tinderbox, and I can imagine more violence coming out in the region because of Soleimani's death.
Okay, Obaida Hito, live along the border with Syria in Turkey. Obaida, thank you.